we should have many more seats in Congress. And we have an opportunity in Texas to pick up 5 seats. We have a really good governor, and we have good people in Texas. And I won Texas. I got the highest vote in the history of Texas, as you probably know. And we are entitled to 5 more seats.
Oh, I mean, they are trying to sugarcoat it a little bit. You just played a clip of Representative Hunter, and I was there when he was giving those remarks. And when asked by another colleague whether or not they were doing this at the prompting of the Department of Justice, at the prompting of Donald Trump, he said, "I don't know what you're talking about." And they were like, but you do realize that Donald Trump said he wanted 5 seats, and this map gives him 5 seats. He's like, I haven't heard that. So I'm just like, what are we doing, right? Like, I mean, seriously, how is it that you haven't heard that? And this is just your magic number that you came up with? Yeah.
Coincidentally, the same as Donald Trump's magic number.
The battle over voting rights in Texas is intensifying, and Representative Jasmine Crockett isn't holding back. The Texas Democrat is calling out what she describes as a blatant power grab by Republicans through redistricting. At the center of the controversy is President Donald Trump, who recently claimed that Republicans should be entitled to 5 more congressional seats in Texas, a comment that appears to have inspired the current GOP redistricting plan. The proposed map redraws 37 out of 38 congressional districts in Texas, but the most significant changes are focused on 5 specific districts. These aren't random adjustments based on population shifts. According to lawmakers, the changes were driven almost entirely by political performance, meaning they were redrawn to favor Republican candidates. And they're not even trying to hide it. Representative Crockett, who previously served in the Texas state legislature, recalls witnessing these moves firsthand. When pressed on whether this redistricting was influenced by Trump's remarks, Republican lawmakers denied any connection, despite the proposed changes giving the GOP the exact 5 new seats Trump called for. Crockett asked rhetorically, pointing out the clear link between Trump's demand and the new map. For Crockett and other Democrats, this is more than a local issue, it's a national crisis. If Texas successfully adds 5 Republican seats to Congress, it could shift the balance of power in Washington. Crockett notes that Democrats already lost control of the House not because they didn't work hard or raise money, but because of redistricting in places like North Carolina, where the congressional map was redrawn from an even 7-7 split to 10 Republicans and 4 Democrats. She believes that Democrats across the country must stop playing defense and start fighting fire with fire. Once we're in power, we can't play nice, she says. We have to be just as aggressive, if not more, to restore trust with the people. Crockett argues that many voters stayed home not because they loved Trump, but because they didn't believe Democrats would fight for them. States like California, New York, and Illinois are now exploring ways to push back. In California, a potential ballot measure could allow mid-decade redistricting if other states make similar moves. Illinois provided refuge for Texas Democrats who fled to delay GOP plans. And in New York, lawmakers are considering legislation that would trigger a redistricting response if another state like Texas redraws its maps first. Even Senator John Cornyn, normally seen as a more traditional Republican, has taken a MAGA-friendly stance, asking the FBI to investigate and potentially arrest Texas legislators who broke quorum. Crockett says Cornyn is simply posturing to appeal to the far-right base. This isn't even who he really is, she says. But in today's GOP, you've practically got to be indicted or have a scandal just to be considered legitimate. Despite those threats, Crockett isn't worried about legal consequences for Texas Democrats. She says the Texas Constitution specifically allows for quorum breaks, and that the state Supreme Court ruled in 2021 that it was a political matter, not one the courts could intervene in. This isn't the first, second, or third time in Texas history that lawmakers have broken quorum, she explains. And it won't be the last. As Crockett puts it, this isn't just about Texas. If Republicans can manipulate the system there, they can do it anywhere. And with control of Congress potentially hanging in the balance, the rest of the country should be paying attention.